Greetings and welcome, fellow Dragon Knights, to another episode of Divinity 2, the developer's cut, currently in the Flames of Vengeance. Although most likely you will be seeing this after I've actually finished the series, there is of course still the question: what if you don't go with Behrlihn? I mean, you don't have to at either point anyway. But let's see, what happens if we side with Behrlihn? Or at least choose his weapon.
Where I am bound in the maw of blind injustice. We come to it at long last. Go on, O Liberator. Unhinge the gate.
Halt, dragon, and listen to my plight. I have not come this time to fight, but one last time to let you see the light. Leave Behrlihn in his chains. How can I get it in thy brains that his freedom means annihilation for every tribe, city, and nation that in Behrlihn abound? My home, my favorite playing ground.
I would follow your counsel, but Alroth needs saving.
And it can without the aid of what lurks decayed further down this curse-filled underpass where horrors dwell en masse. Turn back now, leave death to die, and your good self I will supply with the power to destroy this black-ring threat. Power all but as mighty as the debt Behrlihn promised thee to set him free.
Don't be deceived by the melody of his words, for their meaning rings false. The power he offers you pales in comparison with the fury I shall lay in your hands. The Eye of the Patriarch.
The Eye of the Patriarch? That just sounds too fancy to give up on. We have a deal, Behrlihn.
Stubborn fool! Odious buffoon! Say goodbye to sun and moon! Poor world that let you run your course! May you burn in the pits and boil in remorse!
Well, you know, why didn't you just try to turn me into one of those statues like you did Commander Road? I guess you can't. And we don't even have to speak past the tongue to open this one.
Free to once more rule and conquer. Dragon Knight. But wait. Who approaches?
My dear Lady Knight, I followed you here because I wanted to discuss a point of business with you. But someone lives here, and these tunnels are mine. One fair and square in a game of poker with Deodatus.
I don't believe you, but sure.
And no one left this place in millennia. You owe me like 3,000 years in rent. I'm rich. Rich! Look out, ladies, here comes the new Willy.
How refreshing to be confronted by the stupidity of humanity again. I have no such amount of gold, little man. I can offer you but chicken feed. Still, let me make that a tad bit easier to digest. Now then, the deed is done, and I hand you your prize. For that was my promise. The Eye of the Patriarch. Go ahead and obliterate that tiny force out there. What difference does it make now that I am unchained? Let the Divine wear the shackles in my place, while the Damned One reaches his full demonic potential. With my help.
Oh, shock horror. He has betrayed us. Well, not betrayed us really, because he never promised anything aside from offering the Divine One.
Can I aid you in any way?
I have it. The magic that will help us destroy the Black Ring Armada.
Divine be praised. And what of Behrlihn?
He is free. There was no other way.
Damn, that is a blow indeed. But I'll worry for later. First, we'll retake Alaroth. Then we'll take Behrlihn. Before we proceed, though, do tell me about the Divine. You did say you had a chance of freeing him, did you not?
Lucian will be liberated, but it will have to wait.
Let us hope that great moment will soon come. But first things first, okay? Give me the word and I will give Zandalor notice of your accomplishment.
Alright. So we'll just do this again. I mean, it doesn't matter. And I'll just consume the books again. Like a regular bookworm. I mean, what can I possibly use this for? Because I don't think any of these skills really help me in any meaningful way. Let's go for mana efficiency. Alright, let's have it.
Yes, my friend. Can I aid you in any way?
I am ready. Tell Zandalor.
Yes, ma'am. Champions, prepare for the assault. Today the dragon will end the scourge that plagues our lands. And you, hero of Alaroth, may now approach Zandalor. He will tell you how we shall proceed.
My dear friend, you have made it like I knew you would. Alas that we have little time for pleasantries. I grow weary, and the shield tires with me.
Never you worry. I have done what you asked of me.
I know. I have heard you and Augustus talk. You have done well. There was no other way. Ah, the fire, the rock that strikes the shield, like needles through the skull.
There must be some way to stop this.
It matters not now. Soon I shall let this protective veil burst, and in the aftermath, the wrath of Alaroth will charge. Listen, here is the plan I devised. The eye of the Patriarch will be placed aboard a zeppelin, which you must escort, in dragon form, to the central structure of the Damned One's fleet. You will have to brave several clusters of islands, fortresses, and hordes of Black Ring spawn before you will reach your target. The enemy will relentlessly attack you and the airship with everything they've got. Lose the Zeppelin, and we lose the war. Protect it with all your draconic fury, and in the end you will reach the Grand Palace. Once there, the champions will drop the device onto it. The keep where we hope Damien resides. The blast will be enormous, and shall obliterate the threat over Alaroth once and for all. Go now. It is time. Your turn to become our Aegis.
There we go. Right, let us ride once more, and hopefully no more distractions.
This is it. Are you ready, Captain?
Yes, sir. The Zeppelin is en route to the palace.
Good. Hold her steady. Fear not. The dragon protects you.
Glad to hear it. Captain Titus here, Dragon Knight, at your service. Keep the damn one spawn away from the Zeppelin, and we'll blast his fleet into oblivion.
Right, well, let's have a look at our skills then. We have level 15 Fireballs, Wrath of the Patriarch, Dragon Burst, Summon a Friend, Dragon Shield, Dragon Spirit, and we'll also still get the other point. Let's go fancy for this one. It doesn't matter, I think all my skills are maxed out. Let's see. Let's see, what else do I have that's plate? Let's see, that leaves us the Bone Dragon leggings. Let's see, plate, the helmet, alright. It's a bone. Got 2 Bone Dragon helmets. No, I don't have 2, it's just the game doesn't recognize them as different. Right, bone, plate. Well, let's swap out for this one then. Not quite correct, but I don't know if there's a plate helmet. And if there is, I didn't find it. Alright, let's go fight. Alright, let's get back to the cows again. What is it, Jiggy?
You will notice that the eye of the Patriarch influences you. Even a modest ball of flame can now fathom the mightiest of structures.
And as I understand it, Dragon Knight, you can summon a wyvern to your aid. Such an ally would be welcome indeed, and may distract the tower operators.
Well, it mayhaps would. It is kind of nice that they give me a refresher on my powers, although not strictly speaking necessary, because really after playing all of those Ouroboros Fjords, you will not likely forget it. Alright, let's see if we can keep the
Yes, they're falling like flies.
keep the Zeppelin from getting any real damage yet again. I mean, the Zeppelins on the sides keep falling, but that's not really our concern.
Look at those other Zeppelins going down. More blood in the service of Riverlord. May a victory honor their sacrifice.
There goes another demonic breeding ground.
Good work. I see you haven't lost your touch.
islands up ahead are packed with towers. If you need some help, we can bombard them for you. Just pick out a target, and we'll take care of the rest.
Alright, well, that's fine. You take care of that one. Right, I don't think there's too much left to fear in this particular area. Let's heal up. Thank you, game.
Good show. Those nests are such a nuisance.
I sense a presence in the fortress. Igurner is there. But Damien, I can't be sure. There is more, though. It is Behrlihn. He is there as well. What a stroke of luck. He too may die in the blast.
Well, he may die, but, you know, considering what he survived to get where he is.
Good show. Those nests are such a nuisance.
So far we're doing alright.
Yes, they're falling like flies.
Doesn't look like the Zeppelin has taken much hits this time around. Can't accurately tell, of course, but from the looks of things, it's still above 99%, well, 98%. Alright.
Down or be overwhelmed.
I'm working on it. Oh, whoops. Alright, now the Zeppelin is taking some hits.
Yeah, down with their lairs.
Oh, I missed some towers. Well, that would explain it.
Watch out for those grub demons. They are wicked and powerful beasts.
Another kill. Feel the flames of vengeance, demon. Yes, they're falling like flies.
I think that's all of them. Let's move on. Yeah, we're gonna finish this. Whoops. I missed. That's not great. fort.
Another kill.
Alright, come on. No more missing.
Feel the flames of vengeance, demon. Feel the flames of vengeance, demon.
Alright, pick another line.
Good show. Those nests are another hit. Another kill. Those monsters are no match for the dragon.
Alright. Looks like the Zeppelin is doing alright. Let's get the next cluster bombed.
One less lightning tower. So many islands, so many demons lie ahead of us. We can't make it.
Calm yourself, Titus. You underestimate the dragon.
Well, if I had to clear everything out by myself, it would indeed be tricky.
This is the final stretch to the palace. Redouble your efforts, and may the seven gods be with you.
Alright, let's see.
Divine! What an explosion that was!
No, didn't look at it, it's too badass.
Yes, they're falling like flies. Ah! We are too heavily damaged. We can never make it back. It's no good. There is but one course open to us. To crash into the castle.
There must be another way, Titus. It will mean your death.
No! It must be done. Cover our last approach, dragon. We will vanquish the Black Ring yet.
I mean, I don't know what you're talking about with heavy damage. When you're just taking some damage now. There we go.
days, my body, wrecked because of you. The pest that brought ruin to my citadel and my beauty.
That'll teach you to play with fire, and especially dragon breath.
You have nothing to teach me, slave to the divine.
It is over, Igurna. Admit defeat.
Why should I do that? I have vanquished the demise of my very soul, and I shall vanquish the dragon as well. What is more, that heap of hovels called Alaroth may be saved from destruction, but you did not end the damned one. Damien is elsewhere, preparing for completion, and I will slay you here, with the help of Behrlihn.
My kind liberator. I told you she would come for you, my dear.
So I have. I don't think I wasn't going to come for you too.
That was not avoidable. I would have enjoyed to confront you in a less ephemeral state. But there we are.
Just leave the final stab to me. It is my pet, and mine to put down.
You had better do as she tells you. For an alliance with Damien will bring you no power, only subservience.
It is better to be a vassal of chaos than to bow before the 7 spineless gods.
Enough of these mere words. This battle has been postponed long enough.
I agree. Go ahead, scarred sorceress, and face death once more.
Alright. So now we have to fight Behrlihn as well. Now this was not unexpected, of course. I always figured I'd have to face him.
Arise, my pet.
Alright.
Oh, wounds are grave. I can use a potion right about now.
And this fight is considerably harder. Didn't help that I couldn't do anything for the first few moments. Let's see if I can unbreak that.
Go get him, boy! Yep.
Alright, so Behrlihn is quite tough. Stop healing. And there goes Behrlihn. And so that's what happens when you side with Behrlihn, more or less. There's no evil ending or alternate ending, really. It's just they live happily ever after, and let's just end this. Because we've seen that, and well, it's a long stretch with lots of nothing of noise. Alright. Time to put Divinity 2 back into bed. There's many ways you can play this game, of course. I've played a fairly straightforward fighter. But you can mix and match the various classes as it is, so... It's always new ways to figure out how to be what you want to be within Divinity 2. Just be aware that the game is, you know, a little bit quirky. And on some occasions it will not behave. Especially with those doors in Alaroth. I mean, I still don't know why it kept doing that. Aside from that it has something to do with the saving. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and see you all next time.